What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at baby Vieira. He is an SBC, and honestly, fantastic work to say that they've released this SBC so early on in the game. I think a lot of people kind of thought with the Icon SBCs coming back last year, we didn't really get too many good ones very early on, and I think that is something that they've definitely changed. They've obviously given us a hell of a lot more SBCs to do, or at least it seems like there's more, and obviously Vieira being a top contender, to be honest. Yes, obviously everybody would prefer his mid to his base, but I think any version of Vieira is pretty sound. We have obviously got 10 SBCs to complete, which is technically 8 because obviously the bronze and silver don't really count to the value. We have an 83, 84, 286s, 287s, and 288s. So to be honest, 30 days, a little bit steep. I feel like this is definitely more of a 60-day requirement, but I think 30 days, say 4 or 5 weeks of upgrades, you could probably definitely get this done. If you were solely trying to get Vieira, you could definitely get this done. If you are doing multiple SBCs, then maybe yes, it might be a little bit more tricky, but I think you could probably nail this pretty well. I think these first 4 are definitely easily done. The 287s and 288s do need an inform in the 88 and the 87s, which is a little, again, a little bit steep, but you do get a rare player pack from it. So to be honest, the packs are not actually that bad back, and obviously they are guaranteed. So I think this is an absolute class SBC. It is coming in at a whopping 1.15 mil. His card on the market is worth 1 million coins. Obviously, we could expect that. We are obviously trying out his loan, which is just an 82 rated SBC. So definitely go get that done if you are wanting to try Vieira out. And then obviously, just in case you don't manage to finish it or don't want to finish it, you've got a perfect loan there. So let's jump into the card, show you the stats and everything about Vieira. So if we are taking a bit of a dive into Vieira, then obviously, like I say, we're using his loan. Engine is on him, which I believe is the best chemistry style to get that balanced workout. Obviously 3-star, 6'4", so a massive unit of a card. Right-footed with leadership and power header. Obviously an Arsenal legend, as you can imagine, and it is kind of a versus promo, so it's really nice to see the Vieira Roy Keane kind of battle again. Obviously in stats wise, I think Vieira is quite a funny one because, to be honest, if you kind of look deep into these stats, like, yes, pace-wise, pretty good for a 6'4" player. Shooting-wise, it's average. It's very average. Passing, again, above average, but not necessarily incredible. 86, 85 is pretty standard. Dribbling wise, balance could definitely do with some work, hence the engine. Composure's insane. Reactions is lovely. Good agility. Defensively, standing tackles, interceptions are what he's made for, and obviously the physicality battle, being 6'4", built like a... It's funny though, because he's built like a brick, but in terms of actual strength, not necessarily muscle strength, but holding the ball sort of strength, he's quite a funny one because he was never like a massive Traore sort of kind of figure. Obviously 6'4", that would be pretty scary to play against, but in terms of his strength on the ball, it's very, very good. And I think what really helps Vieira is his animations is absolutely spot on. We've played with Vieira through every year now. He's always one of the big ones that you want to get moments in prime or even mid. So I think base is kind of that last fort. Personally, I wouldn't spend 1 mil on him tradable, but definitely doing the SBC could be worth it, to be honest. So let's jump into Vieira, see what this 6'4" monster can do, because we've used his 88, so that'll be at the end of the video if you want to check the end screen. And if you want to like and subscribe for all this content, I'll catch you for the gameplay. And a gifted sounds about right. Maybe. And Vieira puts it into the net. 1-0, I suppose. Cheat goal, really. Vieira out. Just a standard one back into Messi. He is just an absolute unit. Trying to pick Messi through there. He's going to try and beat Marquinhos for the pace. Lovely. Lovely, one more. Get it in. Oh my god, nearly go past the keeper. Vieira is going down the wing this time. Going to belt it straight in. Unfortunately, that is not going to do anything. Maybe should have gone for a little bit of a cross. Vieira with a big ball into Salah. Mendy's going to do enough, but not enough to get Salah back off the ball. Just going to hit and hope with the right foot. I was hoping maybe he brought the keeper out a little bit, but he didn't. Vieira's got to come across, and that is an absolute worldie of a challenge. Into Vieira now. He's going to look for that little pass into Felix. Defensive duty on this guy is absolutely stunning. Vieira pushing. Referee absolutely having a word with him there. Vieira's strength on the ball has always been fantastic, so I'm not expecting him to be giving up the ball anytime soon, really. Vieira, again, looking forward. Man, honestly, the guy is absolutely on it with all of his defending and tackling, and yes, it may be as well a little bit myself, not necessarily nearly being able to deal with it, but very, very hard opponent. We haven't really seen kind of in terms of big tackling or kind of opportunities, but the match is absolutely end to end. Vieira holding his own, absolutely stunning. What can we find? Down to Messi this time. Gonna whip a ball in this. Ah, no, that's poor. Keane, lovely little turn. Just got to watch him. I know that necessarily his strength is going to get him by. Is Vieira onside there? Vieira. Oh, he does it. He's not going to score it. No, why didn't I pass it? Vieira, for his size, is actually considerably agile as well. That is, I think, what really makes him so good on this game. Vieira coming through. Good header. One more. The best thing is he just carries the ball nicely. That is a big thing of him. That's a poor pass back to him. Salah is going to try and dribble his way through again. Oh, he's just managed to. Vieira, what on earth was that? So going into my man Vieira then. So if we just quickly recap on our SBC, obviously as you can see, 10 tiles, 8 of them technically rated SBCs. Bronze and silver are just in there just for the fun of it. An 83 for 66778. Really not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It is still a bit of a grind, don't get me wrong. I think you got to be looking at doing at least an SBC a day, or maybe every other day, but once you get to these 88s, I'd be smashing out these lower ones as quick as possible and then really grinding fodder to kind of put something in there. And the only problem is if you are doing other SBCs, it will make it increasingly harder unless you have not got, if we don't get basically any other high rated cards, because we already have a Vinicius there. So if you are grinding both of them are about 30 days apart, so it's going to be quite a tough one. That being said, Vieira is insane, like genuinely insane. Carrying the ball is just incredible. He doesn't lose it. His strength is just incredible. Obviously, in terms of just general prowess on the ball, he's phenomenal. Everybody fears a Vieira or a Hullet or obviously an R9, and I think it is clear why. They are just absolutely magicians on the ball. Even the base version, which Hullet wise, not a massive fan, so I was interested to see if this Vieira was actually going to be okay. I think it's one of the first times I've actually used the base version as well. I probably have, but maybe more in draft if anything. I know we've used the mid this year and you can tell a little bit of a difference, but I don't think it's like massive. I think it literally was, I was going to say, the dribbling more than anything. Pace wise, you obviously can expect a +4. He's a little bit quicker, but definitely not massively noticeable. But the dribbling definitely was considerably better, kind of more on the turning side of stuff. Very quick to turn, which then leads to another pass out, and obviously with his kind of short and long pass being incredible, that obviously is a lovely little bonus. Overall, he is definitely a 10 out of 10. If I was to kind of go with the SBC, I think it's probably about right, to be honest. I don't think they could have made it any cheaper. Maybe the only thing I would have liked is a little bit longer to complete it. Even if it was about 45 days, I think that would have been a bit better, just because he is a big card. But I suppose at the same time, that is kind of what you've got to do. That's the whole point of SBCs. It's picking and choosing who you want. Personally, I like to do as many as I can. Icons we've kind of neglected a little bit because we more than likely will try and get their better versions, or obviously we are doing the kind of mid and base icon packs, so the less players I've completed, obviously the less chance of a dupe personally. But overall, Vieira is definitely coming in at a 10 out of 10. I would recommend doing him. I think he'll fit into absolutely any midfield, unless you have got a mid Vieira or a baby Vieira in there already, but he definitely fits into pretty much most main teams that I see. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.